Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Tuesday, October the 5th market update. On the economic front, the ISM non-manufacturing number was a beat at 53.2, and the estimate was 52. And of course, we had quite a rally today, but I don't think it was just based on that, or it's based on the currency war. I think more than anything else that's going on. The Bank of Japan had a rate cut overnight, and the currency wars are on. So on deck for tomorrow, we will have the monthly ADP employment report at 8:15 Eastern Time, and we'll get the weekly petroleum status report at 10:30 Eastern Time. And of course, at the end of the week, we have the employment situation report. So the dollar is just, it's got problems. It's not looking too good. It just keeps going a little lower. Volume is all right. A little bit of the sell side, but it seems to keep going lower, which so far the market's happy with that. Over to the point and figure West Texas Intermediate Crude chart, the point and figure chart for the West Texas Intermediate Crude. Sorry about that. We're here. Might have some resistance up here at this prior high at around this 83 level. In fact, we got 82.99 as a high today. So, but it's still looking really good. We got its $91 a barrel price objective. Of course, the dollar went lower today, and gold, silver, copper, and oil were all up. The light sweet crude futures were up $1.35 to settle at $82.82 a barrel. And let's go take a look at the Dow. So the Dow closed up 193 points to 10,944. Thank God we finally got out of the range for the most part. It's kind of getting old, I thought. S&P closed up 23 points to 1160. NASDAQ closed up 55 points to 2399, and the Russell closed up 20 points to 689. The Russell had the largest percent gain, up 2.97%, and the Dow was the weakest, but of course was still up 1.8%. Volume across the indice ETFs, they were pretty good. Most of them were all above average. I think Dow was about average, but everything else was about 15-20% above average, so it was pretty good volume. So if you kind of draw here, touched here, we could be up against resistance, but it was a pretty impressive day. So we might start that consolidation thing again. I don't know, or maybe we'll go a little higher to wait and see. But the market was strong, and of course we broke out. We did take out this prior high here on the S&P. Finally got through this 1150. Finally closed above it. Prior high resistance here is around this 1175 or so. Next level we'll probably be watching, but again. Nice showing. And NASDAQ also, this prior high finished right around, it was 2400 was this prior high, and we finished right at 2399 and took it out. We got to 2402, so we took this prior high right here out just a little bit. So could be possible resistance short term, we'll see. But another looks good. Let's look at gold. GLD just flying higher. Left a nice gap for us to have to come back and fill on the GLD, the ETF. Silver and flying higher, also left us a gap. Copper kind of gaps up and down anyway. So, but good volume on copper as well. Looks fine. The euro via the ETF FXE. Breaking higher, and let's look at the VIX volatility index, and the volatility continues a little bit lower. It is interesting though, we're kind of the MACD as we're going down here, the MACD is kind of making a little bit higher lows. So if that means anything at all, who knows? We'll wait to see, but we're still in this pattern here. Been for quite a while. Let's look at the XLF. Financials, some of them are actually starting to come to life here. A possible, double bottom here on XLF. We'll watch for that. Of course, we have to break out above the 15 level here to have a double bottom on the financials XLF. Lots of good volume today. So looking good. Let's go take a look at the McClellan oscillator for the overbought, oversold condition. Of course, we know we're not oversold. So we're still at we're 20 right here. That is, we definitely could have a lot more room to the upside. We're still pretty neutral. We need to be way up in here to be overbought. So that looks great. Let's go take a look at the sectors. All 16 sectors we follow finished in the green. The gold index had the largest percent gain, up 3.48%. Excuse me, 3.48%. Home construction index was the weakest, still up, but only at 0.06%. Over to Chart Watch. Have some old ones and some new ones. I still like this thing, and I'm still on this thing. Been in it, still in it. It's not been moving real fast, but I own, stock. I don't have the options or anything. So, looking good. Breaking a little bit higher today, but still looks good. I like this pattern and this Head and Shoulders bottom pattern. So it still looks good. PLD, another one. It looks like it had a Head and Shoulders bottom here. It's still looking good. Lots of volume here. Volume come back in today, so I would look for higher prices here. I like this one as well. If you're looking for a retailer, you might want to do a little closer to the bottom. Some bottom fishing here on Dress Barn. Fundamentals are pretty good. I mean, had this, here earnings, but too bad. Another possible head model. Here's the head, the left shoulder, the right shoulder here. And I'm watching for a breakout above this downtrend line here to go higher, and of course it's going to have resistance here, but I like this setup. Looks good. And Plum Creek Timber also looking good. Looks like an ascending triangle, and it's got some decent volume, and as long as the dollar probably stays weak, it probably will go up. This SONC still looking good. I think I talked about this one yesterday. UCTT breaking out. I talked about this triangle yesterday, and nice breakout for it today. Talked about this one yesterday as well. Big break higher today on ELP. I like this energy play, XEC, and I like it. If you're not already in it, you could buy it over today's high on with some volume as it breaks out higher. Another one I talked about yesterday, MXWL, nice move higher today with it. CLF, this thing's been messing around and messing around. I mean, it goes up and down. That's how it kind of moves. It goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back. So watch for a breakout here. I mean, it'd be above the downtrend line, and it looks like it's got a nice, kind of a cup and handle type formation here. And I think it looks interesting, especially if the dollar's lower and Euro stays up and the commodities are still moving. WLT, as long as it holds around this 80 mark, I like it here. It's going to break out sooner or later. Go higher. AGCO, I liked it off the trend line yesterday. Moving higher, another one of these that, I like the pattern. This made a nice bottom here, nice cup here at handle. It's kind of a cup and handle and then more one, I guess. But, I still like it. Still looks good. FMBI. A little financial that's already broken out above the downtrend line and had a nice breakout out of its little channel today. And what's next? COGO. Breakout. Looked like it was a wedge type pattern and breaking out with volume today. CSTR. I would wait for this to take out the 45, probably this Coinstar, but it was in this falling type wedge, bullish wedge here, continuation wedge pattern. Of course, it broke out here with the volume, and now it's moving up higher, so I like this as also. Talked about CISG yesterday. I think it's pretty safe here. You can just use today's low as your stop. GFRE. Do I like this one? No, I do not like this one. I think I probably meant Green Plains, which is not really a good buy point right now. I'm sure that's probably what I was supposed to type in there. Oh well, it happens. I like Poly 1. You could use that 11.075 or so support as it did. Good volume here, and it didn't have a lot of volume on this breakout higher today, but I still like the setup because you got a low risk stop in here, and I like how it put in this took a while to put in this bottom underneath it. ICGE, nice bull flag here, breaking out of it today. AMSC broke out of its triangle today. Nice volume on that one. AMG breaking higher. Prior resistance. Ingersoll Rand breaking out today with volume. Looks good. HITK. Another breakout. This was a, this is definitely resistance because there was a big, a lot of selling here. So this is a pretty nice breakout here. So you at least should be new support around that area. FITB, another little bank that's breaking out above the downtrend line with volume, looks good. EXXI breaking out, going higher, another energy stock that looks good. Retail, Joseph A. Banks breaking out higher today. ATHR, this one looks like it's trying to bottom. Volume's kicking back in here, and you could use this low here of 25 or so as your stop. I like it, especially as it breaks out here. And INFN, we've looked at this one before. Looks like it's in a bull flag, so watch for it to break out of that. HSNI. Watch for this to break out above today's high with some volume. The volume looks good here, and watch it for it to break higher. Let's go take a look at the current market signals. We follow the point and figure chart for the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P. No changes here. Everything's on a buy. Everything looks good. And that's all I have for you today. And thanks for watching.